You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need?
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're going to explain everything to you guys, so go ahead and turn around for me.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah, he's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like, I'm so lost right now.
Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I'm feeling I'm gonna throw up.
You want a bag?
Yes, please.
All right.
Oh my God.
Now it's becoming like we wake up every day to something crazy, and the stories keep getting crazier. The footage you just watched is footage of 30-year-old Christina Formella, who was teaching at a senior high school in the United States called the Downers Grove South High School, was being arrested whilst in a car with her husband for allegedly having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old student. Now, if you are following the footage, you will see how calmly she was playing it and how extra calmly the officers also played it. They followed her through from town till she pulled over at her house. They also disembarked. They came to her and politely arrested her. Now, whilst you are watching this footage, you would see that she was also asking if her husband could come with her and whatever. And if you are not privy to the background of what she was actually accused of, you would think that she was so innocent and harmless, and probably these officers maybe had the wrong person in their sights, or maybe she was just harmless and they should just take everything easy. But let's get into the details of the case that has been leveled against her, and you begin to appreciate that sometimes you don't have to just judge things based on how people's faces look. As it stands now, she's actually innocent till proven guilty, but per the allegations, if they are true, then she seems to be something else other than what she appears to be. So, the arrest came after the victim's mom bought this victim, that's the student, a new iPhone. And if you are familiar with iPhones, when you get a new one, you have to link the new one to the iCloud account of the one you are currently using. So this victim's mom bought him a new iPhone, and as she was trying to link his iCloud account, she then came across these inappropriate text messages between her son and Formella, dating as far back as 2023. Now this mom confronted her son about them, and the son admitted to having a sexual relationship with this teacher. Then, on the back of this admission, the son and his mom then decided to go and report the abuse to the police. So, this was the backstory. And 2 days after making this official report to the police, that was when these police officers would follow Formella from town and then pull her over for a traffic stop, and then arrest her and ask her to come and discuss the allegations with them at the police station. Now, when this was happening, Formella Christina denied the allegations and claimed that people are after her because she's good looking and that she's a good person who just cared about the victim too much. And so you begin to see what I was talking about from the beginning of this video. I'm not judging her, but she's actually showing some tendencies which you sometimes see in people who may end up being found guilty, where they are trying so hard to look like they are a victim. They are trying so hard to look like they are so good. and it's just a matter of somebody who doesn't like them and is trying to smear them with a bad case. Most often than not, those people are really something else than they are portraying to be. And it doesn't end there, because Christina Formella is also alleging that the victim had taken her phone at some point, put her passcode in it, and sent the texts to himself as part of a blackmail plot. Now, this is dangerous. Seriously. Because let's imagine that what she's saying is true. How does she prove it? How will the courts take it? Is it going to come down to a case of it's your phone, so once the message seems to have been sent from the owner of the phone or the owner of the account on the phone, then we just presume it's you, or they might consider looking into that as well. But then investigators also determined that in December of 2023, Christina Formella actually assaulted the victim in an inappropriate manner in a classroom during a tutoring session she had with this victim before the regular school hours. Yeah, but it's worth mentioning in all this that Christina Formella is actually a married woman. For me, that's what disgusts me most about all this. Because aside the victim being an underaged kid, you're also married. What else are you looking for? Now, Formella had married her high school sweetheart in August of 2024, and he had no knowledge of this relationship. So it happened just some few months before she got married. Now, she was arrested and now faces charges of aggravated criminal sexual assault and criminal sexual abuse. She was, however, released on conditions that she would have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 and that she would not enter that senior high school. As it stands now, she is currently on a paid administrative leave. So when this case came up, some people were a bit surprised, and it's a bit unusual and very inappropriate how some people are playing this case down. Imagine the culprit was a male and the victim was a female. This would be an extremely serious case if the culprit was a man and the student, the victim, was a female. But it looks like some people are trying to play this down, and I don't condone it. I actually saw a comment on one of the media posts of this case where someone was saying that it appears he's a man, and he was saying that if he was the victim, his dad wouldn't have made any issue of it because Christina Formella is beautiful. And I felt very disgusted, because it's not about the beauty. It's about the fact that, one, it's against the law; two, the kind of trauma it will put the kid in, which if you are a parent, you will think is actually an honor, given how seemingly beautiful the culprit is. But I think that is where you begin to lose your objectivity on this case if you begin to think like that. And guess what? It didn't end there, because further investigations were ongoing, and eventually it revealed that this student was 15 years old at the time, and that Christina Formella actually had a diary or a memoir of a sort on her phone, within which she detailed their relationship. And in that memoir, she had actually accused this young boy, this 15-year-old boy, of cheating on her. And when I saw this, I was like, what is going on with this woman? This guy is half your age and he's an underage boy. Now, it goes to speak to how deranged she is if she's actually guilty. So according to these new documents, 30-year-old Christina Formella is actually accusing this teenager of cheating on her, and these are some of the things she's alleged to have written. I'm quoting: "We will never ever be together again, and I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you ever have with all of my mistakes. in the manifestations section of the memoir, you would also see Formella allegedly indicating that the teen, she wishes the teen would contact her to try to fix things between them. She goes on to write, I quote, "In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life, knowing he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me." Now, in her defense, Formella is claiming that all these sexual references in the memoir are actually referring to her husband. So, where is this case going? For me, if you ask me, I believe that the evidence is quite overwhelming because it seems quite clear and cut and would probably be an open and shut case looking at the things that are showing here. She may try to put up a defense, but I don't know if it will stick because the things she's saying do not add up. First of all, how can your student be able to get to the point that he gets to see your code, has access to your phone, takes it, and sends messages seemingly coming from you and whatnot? And assuming that was even the case, what did you have to do after that? You're quiet. 2, she can't say that the things she's written are referencing her husband. It doesn't add up because it doesn't make sense. Her husband doesn't fit into that context. I don't believe her. But I'm not the court. I always say this. We have to wait to see the decision of the court. And then I think headway will be made on this case. But what do you think about this? More and more it's becoming very clear and adamant and obvious that when we talk about predators, some are also females. And sometimes it's difficult to have society perceive these things as being a reality where we have females being perverts, preying on young boys, some of whom are even underage, until cases like this come up. And it looks like now, day in and day out, at least every month, a female teacher is being found in one way or the other being inappropriate with underage boys. Where is the world going to? As I was working on this episode, another one has come out where a 41-year-old woman has actually confessed that she was doing this, and she is married with about 3 or 4 kids. So it begins to show you the trend and the dynamics of the society and the fact that certain things have evolved, certain crimes have evolved, and to the point, predators are no longer just males, but it looks like there's a new verge of females coming up who seem really pretty on the outside, but are victimizing underage boys whom they have been entrusted to help them develop better. Subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. Turn on the post notifications. Leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll catch you on the next one.